Hi again everyone, we're here outside Sulby House again in Sheffield, continuing our campaign for justice for our stolen offspring to be returned back from where they were stolen unlawfully. Now the crimes that have been committed in this building by particular social workers and all those complicit in these crimes are not going to go unnoticed and unpunished, and that is why we are bringing it to the public attention to be aware of these very serious crimes that have been committed against innocent families. There has been lie after lie after lie told and produced as evidence, and the actual real evidence that contradicts the lies has been buried and suppressed and ignored. And this is why we've been forced to come out here to campaign for justice, because these diabolical crimes are crimes against humanity, against mankind, and against protective mothers and their offspring. Now these workers have abused their positions of power by creating these fraudulent cases against innocent families and forcibly stealing, kidnapping the babies and children from their loving mothers and families, and trafficking them into the hands of strangers and abusers. Now this is very, very serious, and I cannot stress enough the devastating impact this has on a family's life when these disgusting injustices have been committed by these people who are abusing their positions of power, and they need to be removed from these positions of power before they destroy other families like they've done to my family, brutally stealing my grandchildren, my grandson and my granddaughter from their loving mummy, who has never done anything wrong, who is a very good mother, who has never had any drug problems or alcohol problems, no mental health problems. None of my family have a criminal record, and yet they have come and taken my grandson and my granddaughter and given them to my daughter's ex-abuser. Stolen unlawfully and trafficked on the same day unlawfully. Now we are here to say that these crimes are not going to be tolerated, and we are not going to be silenced, and we are not going to accept these crimes that have been committed against us.
Give us back our children!
Now we are demanding a public inquiry, a public investigation, and the immediate return of our biological offspring that have been stolen brutally, unlawfully, using lies and fabrications and malicious accusations. Now I'd just also like to remind people that opinions are not facts. Now a lot of these cases that I'm seeing, including my own, is that opinions have been used as facts and have been accepted as such, and no one has questioned the actual truth. No one has looked at the actual evidence and investigated the entire case. In fact, if you look at the case file, it is contradiction after contradiction after contradiction all the way through. It is disgusting, and the fact that this is being allowed to happen in Britain is absolutely appalling and shocking. The absolute devastation and heartache that it causes to these babies and children is beyond words. And to their loving mummy and their loving family that they have been savagely stolen from, for no lawful reason. These are serious crimes against mankind and against protective mothers and their biological offspring. Now we are standing here today to demand that justice is done, and to remind all those who are complicit that nothing shall remain hidden, and everything done in the dark shall be brought into the light. That is our almighty living God's promise. He promises that nothing shall remain hidden, that everything done in the dark shall be brought into the light. And if justice is not served, he will bring justice himself. He has a harsh warning for the wicked who are committing these crimes.
The wicked can't hide!
Unless they repent and they rectify what they have done, the horrors, the horrific crimes they have committed against our innocent families, they will suffer serious repercussions from the Most High God, whether you believe or not. That is what is going to happen. It is written, and that is what will happen. Now we are giving you the chance today, as we've given you many chances over the past 18 months that I've been campaigning for justice, to rectify your wrongs, to admit you have made a terrible mistake in what you've done, and to bring back my daughter's biological offspring and every other mother's offspring that you have brutally, savagely stolen unlawfully and wrongly and unjustly. There are many mothers who are suffering right now, many families who have been utterly destroyed by this devastation that you are causing by your criminal, unlawful acts. These are violations of our God-given rights to raise our families. Our God-given right for a mother to raise their children, their sons and their daughters, without interference. We have a right to a private life and the right to decide how you want to bring up your child. And we do not accept any of this persecution that has been done to us and this complete discrimination, which it can only be described as. Because it's very interesting, isn't it, that on the news you see these poor babies and children that end up utterly injured and abused or even killed and murdered because they've been given to abusers or put in abusers' hands, but yet they're taking babies and children from loving safe homes and giving them to abusers. Now why is that happening? Why is there a repeated pattern of this happening?
They're criminals!
There's clearly a very sick agenda. Because if they were actually doing their job and they were actually looking out for the welfare of these babies and children, no baby or child would be being taken from their loving family that they've always known, where they've been raised, happy, thriving and healthy, with no problems whatsoever. And based on lies from somebody who's making malicious allegations, you go storming in there and you steal those children and babies from that loving home based on lies, when you haven't verified any of it. This is an absolute disgusting atrocity. And if you can't see that, there is something very seriously wrong with you. Now the fact that the fostering system is making a lot of money, because I'm getting inundated with adverts all the time. Do I want to be a foster carer? Or where are they getting all these babies and children from in the first place? Are you telling me there's that many thousands of children that can't be in their loving homes? This is a complete diabolical atrocity.
It's a crime against humanity!
They've made it into a business. They're making a business off our offspring. They are selling them into the foster care. They are selling them for adoption. And they are taking them away from their loving mummies and their loving families.
They're trafficking our children!
And this should not be happening. And we stand here today backed up by our almighty living God who sees all your crimes. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you've done. And he is not going to tolerate it. That is his promise. When you come after God's children, you are making war with him. Because he's not going to stand by and let you steal his children. That is not going to happen. So you might temporarily think you've got away with it, but it's not going to continue, because the devastating damage you've done to our loving families is off the scale. There are no words to describe the devastating, brutal pain. I've had to watch my daughter suffer 18 months without being with her beloved son and daughter. This is disgusting, having her motherhood ripped away from her savagely because she's done nothing wrong other than escape her abuser, which she had full backing from Essex police that she was doing the right thing. She asked them over and over again, am I doing the right thing by moving driving up to Sheffield, and they said, yes, you are protecting your children. And yet, all it takes is a few malicious lies from the ex-abuser to the social system, and they go diving in, believing the lies, building a fraudulent case against an innocent family, and take away my daughter's son and daughter that she carried in her womb for 9 months and pushed them out and was raising them jointly with me, who are both very healthy and happy and thriving, and have been seen by the health visitor on 3 occasions. And there are no issues whatsoever with those children. They had no concerns.
Yeah,